Hello my dear students, welcome to online biology class. This is the 10th day of environmental issue and this is the last video in which we are completing this chapter. Yes, in last class we covered the degradation of the resources due to the improper maintenance and the utilization. Yes, so under that one we covered the soil erosion and desertification, waterlogging and salinity. Yes, if any resources, if it is not properly maintained or utilized one, then it is going to degrade. It is obvious. So after that one, deforestation definition we covered. Deforestation means the converting the forest area into the non-forest area for any purpose, either for the timber, firewood, or the grazing land or the agriculture to constructing the dam. That is called the deforestation, where the forests are cut down. So some data is also mentioned. Almost 40% of the forest in the tropical land is lost, and 1% of the temperate land is lost one. So according to national policy for national forest policy, if it is a plain, 33% of that geographical area must covered with the forest. If it is a slopey area, 67% of that area must covered with the forest. Yes. So what are the reason for deforestation? In your NCERT textbook, only one reason is highly mentioned, that is the agriculture. Clear? In that also, the slash and burn agriculture or the zoo cultivation is particularly covered now. So in that method, which is most prevalent in the northeastern state, so the farmers will select a small patch of forest area, they cut down the tree, then they use that wood for their any purpose one, then they burn the tree remains one, plant remains. So whatever the ash is formed, that is mixed with that soil as a fertilizer, and that open land, the initially which is a forest one, that is used for the cultivation for the grazing purpose. So after 1 or 2 years, they leave that area and again select the another forest area and repeat the same process. So they leave this area for almost 3, 4, 5 years for the recovery. But due to the increase in population, this recovery phase is reduced. So zoom cultivation or the slash and burn cultivation is one method which is present in northeastern state. Similar many methods are there. Due to that one, deforestation occurs. After that one, what are the consequences of deforestation also covered? So only 4 to 5 points are there. If the forests are cut down or deforestation occur, first impact means what are the negative impacts? The carbon dioxide concentration in the atmosphere increases because carbon dioxide is present in the form of biomass in the plant body. If it is not preserved one, the same carbon dioxide enter into the atmosphere. This indirectly stimulates the global warming. Yes. Next one, the biodiversity loss due to the deforestation or the habitat loss. That is the second issue. Almost all the wild animals lose their habitat. They lose their house. Clear? Third one, hydrological cycle disturbs. Water cycle will disturb. Fourth one, soil erosion occurs. The fertile soil, topsoil will lose. So the soil erosion lead into the desertification. So consequences of desertification also we see. Clear? Now next topic is reforestation. Reforestation means it is also defined as it is restoring of forest that once existed but removed at some point of time in the past. What it means? So somewhere in the past the forest area is there, due to some reason that forest is removed. Clear? Again restoring that forest area which is already present, that is called the reforestation. Reforestation means simply that is planting trees only. So it is a restoring the forest that once existed but removed at some point of time in the past is called the reforestation. So deforestation means it is clearing the forest area. Reforestation means again rehabilitating rebuilding that forest area. Yes. So the reforestation may occur naturally also and by artificial means. Naturally means without any human intervention. If we want to speed up that process one, we have to plant more number of trees. So usually human beings also involved in this process one. The reforestation is one process. So after that one, last topic is of this chapter, that is case study of people's participation in conserving the conservation of forest. So this is a also important topic. So two typical examples are mentioned in your textbook. You have to remember the names also and the dates also. So people participation in the conservation of forest or the resources one. So if you take the Indian history, Indian history has a long history of the people participation in the natural resources one. Clear? So first example, that is from Bishnoi community. So in 1731, the king of Jodhpur. So Jodhpur comes in Rajasthan state. So it is a desert land. In 1731, the king of Jodhpur, it is only story. Yeah. So main terms or the facts I will write. So just understand the story. Listen properly. The king of Jodhpur has ordered his minister to collect the wood. Yes. To produce the calcium carbonate, which is required for the construction of new palace. So calcium carbonate, which is used as a binding agent one. So for that one particular plants are required. So he ordered the minister to cut down the trees nearby forest area. Yes. So the minister, along with the person from the royal army, means the king's army, went to the forest area nearby village. That village is called as a Kejral village. Yes. So I means nearby this village only the forest area is there. In that one, Kejral plants are present. These are the Kejri plants, and this is a village. So the name is not mentioned in the inside textbook. So the kings means the minister along with the person from the royal forces visited the forest area near this Kejrali village or Kejadi village one, where the Kejari plants are there. This plant is very beneficial for the humankind. Its fruits are edible, its leaves act as a fodder one, and the wood is used to prepare the calcium carbonate one. So that calcium carbonate is required for the construction of the king's palace one. Immediately the peoples of this village come to know that the royal persons will come to cut down the trees one. So out of this people's village, one person, that is Amrita Devi. So Amrita Devi has taken the initiation and she opposed to cut that trees. Yes. So I returned the Bishnoi community. Why means, so the peoples of this village comes under this Bishnoi community. There is a particular sect or the religion one. Bishnoi means in that name only two terms are there. So Bish and knowing. Yes, Bishnoi means, so the peoples of this community will follow the 29 rules. Means 29 rules. So these are the Bishnoi. Bish means 20, Noi means 9. So these 29 rules are given by their spiritual guru. Yes. So out of these 29 rules, so two rules are there. They will not allow to cut the tree and they will not allow to kill the wild animals. These are the main two rules. And these peoples of this Bishnoi community are well known to cohabited with the wild animals and this Kejaril plants. Yes. So Amrita Devi opposed to cut down the tree and she challenged the minister and the peoples from the royal force. Before they cut the tree, they have to cut her body also. Means for her, her life is no matter in front of that plant one. That's why. So she pleaded, but the peoples, the minister and the royal peoples were not listen her words. They cut down the tree along with that Amrita Devi. So, same time only, the three daughters of Amrita Devi also lost their life in the protection of that plant one. Yes, not only Amrita Devi and three daughters, almost 360 persons from this Kejaril village, they lost their life in the protection of these plants. This is one of the great example which show the exemplary courage to protect that the resources were. So Amrita Devi is a lead person, three daughters of Amrita Devi and 360 persons have lost their life. So in remembrance of this Amrita Devi, the Indian government has established one award, that is Amrita Devi Bishnoi Wildlife Protection Award. Yes, Amrita Devi Bishnoi Wildlife Protection Award. This award is given to either individual or community from rural area who shows courage and dedication for protecting wildlife. Yes, only from the either individual or community from the rural area, they have shown the exemplary courage for the protection of wildlife. They will receive this Amrita Devi Bishnoi Wildlife Protection Award. So this is the one example in the Indian history. Still, it is remembered. Yes. So next one. Next one is the Chipko movement. It is almost 1973. So this Chipko movement occurred in Garhwal region, almost near the foothills of Himalaya near the Himachal Pradesh. So what happened near Tehri and this Garhwal, this is a small area where the vegetation is very large amount of vegetation is present here. So the government has given the order for nearby contractor to cut down the trees one. So the contractor peoples went to the forest area, they start cutting the trees one. So in Chipko movement, under the leadership of Chandi Prasad Bhatt and Sundarlal Bahuguna, two names are there. So who are the leader? So here Chandi Prasad Bhatt and Sundarlal Bahuguna. So they led this movement. So Chipko means hugging. Yes, in Hindi Chipko means stick to that plant only. So wherever the contractor peoples will come to cut the trees one, the local peoples hug that plant and they oppose the cutting process. So this is the most famous one. So under that one, so Sundarlal Bahuguna and Chandi Prasad Bhatt has popularized the 5F principle. 5F means if you protect this forest area, you will get almost 5F: the food, fodder, fiber, fertilizer, and the fuel. So from the forest area only you will get all these resources one. That's why we have to protect the forest. So this is a Chipko movement in North India, specifically in Himachal Pradesh, in Garhwal region. So two leaders' names are there, that is Sundarlal Bahuguna and Chandi Prasad Bhatt. So parallel to this one more movement occurred, which is also extraordinary. We have to cover under this topic only. That is from Karnataka. That is Appiko movement. So Chipko movement in Karnataka, that is a Appiko movement. So this movement occurred in the Sirsi district, means Uttar Kannada district, specifically in the Sirsi area. Yes, so under the leadership of Panduranga Hegde. Yes, Chipko movement is different. The meaning is same. Chipko means hug or stick on to plant one. Appiko means uppick. Clear? So Appiko movement means under the leadership Panduranga Hegde, it is carried out. So here also contractor came to the forest area to cut down the trees one. So they selected some area. Out of 10, they are going to cut the 8 trees. Whenever the 8 trees are cut, so nearby 4 to 5 trees are damaged. So the Panduranga Hegde and local peoples oppose this process. So here also the local peoples again hugged one. So but they have followed the 3 principles, that is Bedasu, Ulisu, Balasu. Bedasu means you have to nurture, Ulisu means you have to conserve, Balasu means you have to use. So they are using this principle. So until unless you can't conserve, you can't nurture the local environment one, nearby environment one, it is not possible to take the use, means benefit from that nature. So ultimately the movement led by the Amrita Devi from the Bishnoi community to protect the Khejrali plant in the Khejrali village. Yes, this is one example. In remembrance of that one, Indian government has awarded one prize, means established one award, that is Amrita Devi Bishnoi Wildlife Protection Award. This is given to individual or the community from the rural area. They have given the extraordinary courage for the protection of wildlife. Yes. Next one is the Chipko movement under the leadership of Sundarlal Bahuguna and Chandi Prasad Bhatt. So this has occurred in the Garhwal region, foothills of Himalaya, only to protect the local plants. Parallel to this one, the Appiko movement occurred almost 1983. This is in the Sirsi in Uttarakhand. Its leader is Pandurang Hegde, where they depended on they spread the message Bedesu, Udisu, and Balasu. So these are the examples of the people participation in the conservation of the resources. Parallel to this one, the Indian government come to know that whatever the efforts led by the government authority, it is not possible to conserve the nature until and unless local peoples are not involved in that. Yes, so in West Bengal, same thing happened. The local forest authority tried to nurture the means conserve the salt tree, but they come to know that until and unless the local peoples will not involve, the conservation process is not fulfilled. Means they are not fruitful. That's why the government has passed bill and they implementing some programs. In that one, joint forest management committees established. So in textbook, joint forest JFM, like this one word is there, that is a JFM, that is a joint forest management. So this is simple one. JFM means Joint Forest Management Committees. Committee means some people from the government authority and some people come from the local village one. Collectively, they will conserve the area, means the resources which are present surrounding that village one. So by doing so, the local peoples will get the benefit in the form of gum, rubber, medicine, even the fiber, which are yielded from the nearby forest one. So by collective involvement of the government authority and the local peoples, the conservation is a very good one. So this is the last topic where the JFM is there, Joint Forest Management Committee is there. So here both the private local peoples and the government peoples are collectively and coordinated manner they conserving the resources. So this is about the last topic where the only few examples we covered one. So with this one we are going to finish this chapter. So fortunately I have covered this chapter, but unfortunately or fortunately this chapter has eliminated or the reduced from the complete syllabus. Clear? So that's why if you are the NEET aspirant, just go through the chapter once, read thoroughly from the textbook. So again we will meet in the next video, the different chapter. Till then, take care of yourself and have a nice day.